right? Chinese Americans, they see you. Japanese
Real quick.
Americans, you gonna do a German again? We see you.
Near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll make it clear, I'll state my case, of which...
And now the end is near, so I face the final curtain, my friend. I'll make it clear, I'll state my case. I truly believe Donald Trump is wrestling with his own age, his bruised hands, the rashes on his neck, his inability to be mobile, the fact that he's 80 years old.
An ominous video of Frank Sinatra on his Truth Social account. So here is what he posted last night at 9:30, and it is a full video without a caption of Frank Sinatra singing a rendition of the song My Way. And why I call it bizarre and ominous is because here are the introductory lyrics of the song. Quote, "And so the end is near, and now I face the final curtain." Is he talking about himself? Don't threaten us with a good time. It is crazy to me that after having took 8 months off of covering politics, I've come back only to find that absolutely nothing has changed. The president is still posting slop videos on his account instead of introducing a healthcare plan like he promised, or living like he promised. He's also started and stopped a few pointless wars in between, despite being the president who said he was going to end all of the wars, and he's funding all of these wars using our tax dollars. Anyhow, Donald, tell us what you mean by the end is near, and tell us what you were doing on that island with your...
Yeah, he about to...
Hyenas. They're barking at him, laughing at him.
And this... I think I got another video as well. Let's play this one.
Okay, we need to have a really serious conversation, and I need all hands on deck when it comes to witch talk. What
is on his way out? You know?
Okay, we need to have a really serious conversation, and I need all hands on deck when it comes to witch talk. What is he saying in this video? And yes, he really posted this the other night on his Truth Social and apparently took it down right away, but this is fucking scary.
I shot.
Help. Second of all,
And the fact that you had like 300 and something like...
to be honest with you, isn't much, but like all of it. To go back there to that time when things were normal. You can talk shit about politeness and decorum as much as you want to. I don't want my president posting shit like that. That is fucking scary, dude.
Anything like the Epstein files in my 15-year career. Raped, cannibalized, trafficked, filmed, terrorized, tortured, murdered. 13, 14, 15-year-old children. 0 arrest. And it says, I don't understand how we're not having a global revolution right now.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, YAHWASHI, Hashem, Rakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to mighty Aki and Wakwafim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations but are actually Asherallah. This is Brother Kawa coming at you with no lesson. Today's lesson, it's going to be on this. Bear with me one moment. So, what happened here is that DJT had posted 2 cryptic ass videos, and 2 cryptic ass videos. Elon Musk posted the video, but I didn't really care about too much about that. And then someone had said that, or someone pointed out that basically someone or these people had, I'm not saying any specifics because, you know, I don't know how much I can say, but basically you understand that basically what happened was there was a lot of bad things that was going on, as you can see on the screen right now, listed out. And what happened is that there was no arrest. Nobody is suffering the consequences of that. So let me get this first and start off here. Psalm chapter 73 verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. And basically the thing here is that these devils are not going to get in trouble the exact same way that other people get in trouble, because with the exact same thing, when the exact same thing happens in literally anywhere else, these people, they don't get in trouble. They don't have to face the same standards of law that other people have to face. All right. Verse 6, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. The threat of violence basically protects them from any kind of accountability to them. All right. Continuing on, Proverbs 2 verse 14, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked. And this is the people where that had all the things to say, complaining and saying that, oh, Kamala was going to be a terrible president. In which, by the way, Kamala Harris, I'm not saying that Kamala would have been a better pick. Neither of them would have been a good pick. I didn't really care which one was going to win. I was rooting for whoever was going to start World War III. That's whom I'm always expecting and hoping that the Lord nominates as the president. And with that being said, the thing here is that you have these people that are constantly dismissing what is actively going on, actively being pushed out. All right, where the DJT, who is who was parading and saying crap about, oh, I'm a Christian, or I believe in God, I have a favorite Bible or whatever, it's book in the Bible, which when he was asked that, he couldn't even give an answer. It's like he doesn't even remember any of the books or anything like that. Anyway, the main thing was his whole campaign was, I'm gonna end all wars. He didn't do that. He started a war, by the way. I'm going to, what was the other one? I'm going to do the good stuff or whatever and stuff like that, or I'm a Christian and stuff like that. And then, okay, well, because he's trying to appeal to those conservative Christians, and those conservative Christians are still defending him, even though he's far than proven that he's clearly not no Christian. Like that demonic ass video that I just showed you, it goes to show that this is not no Christian. How are these people Christians, but they still follow this guy, or they still think, oh, this is my president, and whatnot, as if he has the same values as them. Which by the way, that's another thing where I spoke on it. I think it was yesterday or the day before that, where there was these two OnlyFans model. I think it's OnlyFans models, or not even OnlyFans model. I think they were just escorts, where they created a Bible podcast thing and stuff like that, which goes to show the irony that how are they being, or putting out this perfect good example, not perfect but good example, quote unquote, when in actuality they themselves live an evil and wicked life. And in that same sense, these people that and I actually said that, I think yesterday or the day before, that all these figureheads, all these leaders for Christianity are actually have evil are actually do and partake in evil. They're not actually showing a good example, or being a good example of a follower of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. They're the complete opposite of that. They take evil to the next level. So you have that one escort, those two escorts I did a video on before, and then the DJT, who's over here posting these satanic ass videos. All right. So who is the actual, like, who you guys following? Who is the how are you saying that you as Christians follow these people when these people are going against what is scriptural? All right, it's going against your so-called belief. But of course, the reality of it is that their belief, the Christian belief, is that it's contrary to the actual scriptures. They don't actually care about or actually think that they have to follow or have any type of standards when it comes to the scriptures. All right. Anyway, continuing on, John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye are your father the devil, the lust of the father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And that's what we're seeing right here, where they are perpetuating evil. All right, they are murderers. All right, clearly, as we saw in the thing, and they just thrive in evil and wickedness. All right, so there is no righteousness in them. And how are these the leaders of Christianity, the figureheads of Christianity, these commonly known Christian figure, not Christian leaders, but well-known people that are Christians, like these are the famous people, or famous people that are tied to Christianity, are people that have done evil. All right, even with that one pastor that was caught, or not caught, but exposed by one of his followers, whatever the fuck, by saying like he had basically molested her or whatever, stuff like that. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Matthew chapter 7 verse 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I will profess in that day, I never knew you. What the heck? This is not what I... Oh, okay, Slakia. Verse 23, and then will I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, you that work iniquity. Basically, the thing here is that people that had done evil, that had not been doing the will of Yahawadah, the Lord is not going to associate with you. And how is it that you have people that genuinely believe and think, oh yeah, Yahawadah, the Lord is going to be so proud of me, he's going to love me, or he loves me even now, when none of the things that you're doing has anything tied to righteousness. You are perpetuating, you're defending this freaking red devil, satanic ass dude and stuff like that. You voted for him. You're showing support to someone that did wicked atrocities. All right, it's very clear. All right, continuing on, Deuteronomy chapter 16 verse 19. Thou shalt not wrest judgment. Thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doeth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. And this is what's going on here, where people respect persons in judgment, as in, like, they think, okay, well, because he is DJT, so I'm just going to ignore anything that he does, or everything that he does is right. And again, you're showing favor. That's favoritism. You're showing favor in someone just simply because of their name, or simply because of who they are, or whatever, and stuff like that, rather than actually seeing things for what they are at face value. You instead choose to just allow these people to get away with whatever they want, simply because, oh, it's just DJT, it's this is that, it's just that, or whatever, or that's my president, so he can get away with it. When in actuality, when someone does something, there shouldn't be any favoritism. You should be saying, okay, well, this person did something objectively wrong, and as a result of that, they have to answer for it. All right. Continuing on, 2 Corinthians 6, verse 14, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? What communion hath light with darkness? And that's the thing here where people, they're not they are still fine with associating with someone that's so evil, all right, rather than actually acknowledging what is right and what's wrong, what's okay and what's not okay. If someone is doing something, why is it that all these Christian conservatives are still defending and saying, oh yeah, he's such a great person, or we love DJT and all that stuff, all right? And even then, I saw so many people had lost Obamacare, but they don't care they don't care because or they do care, and they just didn't know that it was Obamacare and all that stuff because they just hate Jake and by extension any dark-skinned people and stuff like that. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Okay, and this is just a thing where if these Christians actually cared, then they would have sought reproval rather than just accepting things as they are. But because they are fully against the scriptures, then of course they're going to just keep on showing favor, ignoring actual judgment of what's going on. And hold on, did I just accidentally close it? Okay, Slakia. Anyway, they're just going to keep on showing
all right,
favor.
Shalom.
And they're going to keep on doing whatever it is. And over here, when it comes to, I almost forgot about this, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to, this whole video of this whole Frank Sinatra, or whatever the dude's name, I forgot his name, saying the end is near and all that stuff, I think apparently he was very selective about one thing that he said instead of the whole stuff. And the thing about that is, I would hope that this is more than just that, because it seems to me that while we don't know, my main thing is this: I don't think that it's more so about his death. I think it's more so about DJT's dying. I mean, so more so about something else. I think it's something else, possibly. But we'll see. Slocky, we'll see. Anyway, the thing about this is that, one of the things that this brother had said was these Edomites, they don't want to acknowledge that the end is actually near, because the end is near. Number one, like, all the prophecies are pushing through. We're still waiting for more and more prophecies to happen. We're waiting for YAHAWAH to send Yahawashi down here to judge the wicked, and we're waiting for more and more things to happen. But they don't realize that, we're still seeing. They're still waiting. They still can't acknowledge or accept that the world is ending. It's on its way. Babylon is on its way out. America is on its way out to be destroyed. All right, and as a result of that, they will oftentimes say stuff like, "Oh, DJT is starting to get senile. He's this, that, and the third. He's going crazy. X, Y, and Z, or whatever," rather than actually thinking like, "Hold on, like, what the fuck is this? Could this possibly mean?" Because even then, it kind of feels like he's been posting and deleting videos and stuff like that. He posted the freaking Obama and Michelle being apes and stuff like that, and then a bunch of other stuff and or whatever, like, and then had them deleted immediately after. It's just like, this is what is going on, and people are just okay with that. So yeah, with that, praise the system was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakwakwidash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, above all, and Shalom.